I expect a big U-turn from the US on crypto, and we're going to dig into all of that and the reasons why in this video right now. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is down 1.90% at the time of recording and stands at $1.55 trillion. And I do believe that this is going to be a market with over $10 trillion in it come this bull run. And super excited because I do think that this is going to be the longest and the biggest crypto bull market that we've seen in history. It's going to be a phenomenal thing to be part of. Bitcoin is at 41,316.26, down 1.07% in the past 24 hours, but 6.13% in the last 7 days. And Ethereum is at 2,189.11, down 1.22% in the last 24 hours and 3.21% down in the last 7 days. But let's sort of dig into the stuff that I want to cover off here. I have been saying for some time to expect a big U-turn from the US on cryptocurrency, and I think we're on the cusp of seeing this play out. I am a big believer in this, and we're starting to see the US presidential candidates chat about crypto and target federal regulators. So this is just one example, right? There's three aspiring presidents touched on many of the same pro-crypto points at Coinbase linked crypto advocate event. And we're seeing more and more of this, right? We're seeing obviously the likes of BlackRock starting to get involved in Bitcoin and trying to start the Bitcoin spot ETF. You're going to start to see this big U-turn play out. And it was months ago that I was talking about this and explaining that I do expect to see this U-turn. I think we've seen what's happened with Binance, and there's a few things that I'll come on to in this video that leads me to believe that we're getting ever so close to this UE happening. And I do think that it all sort of all stems off of the back of this election period in the US. I think that this is going to be the catalyst for that change, that complete U-turn, from crypto is, all for criminals to, crypto is a global asset that, will change people's lives for the better. And, you see this U-turn, you're already starting to see it in pockets. And I think it's just a matter of time before we see it, truly come to life. And, we got Warren's crypto bill, again, has frightened a lot of people, right? But what they're saying here is it's unlikely to be passed because it's unconstitutional. So look, for me, this is really, really interesting. And I think that you do have these people that are very much hatred towards cryptocurrency, and a lot of this for me is because a lot of these people, and it's just my opinion, they're corrupt, and they're worried that they're not going to be able to make as much money as they've been able to make off of the corrupt system that everybody is involved in right now. And these are just my opinions, but this hatred has to come from somewhere, and it isn't from thinking about things logically. Now, these aren't stupid people, but when they talk about crypto, they appear to be fucking stupid, because they will highlight things like, it's rife with money laundering. But so's the traditional market. We see bank after bank paying fines for anti-money laundering process failures. And we've seen money being laundered by, big banks for Mexican cartels and all sorts of different things. So, look, for me, it's absurd to say that, you should ban crypto because it does the same as traditional finance. You may as well ban both then where do we sit? So there isn't really a lot of logic behind what is being spoken from these individuals, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I consider these people to actually have some sort of form of intelligence, which makes me believe that this is all just for show and nothing else. So, like I say, that or they're worried about the corruption and the lack of money they're going to be able to corruptly make off the back of moving to blockchain, which is going to be all on a ledger, all visible and trackable, and there's going to be very, very little, I guess, chance that you can get away with some of the things that these individuals are currently getting away with, in my opinion. So yeah, really interesting thing. I think we're going to see even Warren do a bit of a UE. It's just a matter of time. Talking about the steps that are involved in getting to where we want to be. KuCoin will leave New York, pays $22 million settlement. Again, this is another exchange in bother with the regulators over in the US. Again, I think this is all to monopolize and for these corrupt politicians to make even more money. Get rid of the ones you're not invested in. Get rid of the ones out of the country that you don't want to be successful, and plow in to the ones that you have chosen to be the successors and the ones that go on to do really well in crypto. That's my thoughts. That's my opinions on it. And this stuff really does, for me, feel like that they're the right steps towards where we're heading. Doesn't necessarily mean I'm right, but all of this leads me to believe that there will be a massive U-turn for cryptocurrency in the US. Just mark my words. I feel that it's coming and it's close. We've got the SEC meets with BlackRock to discuss the spot Bitcoin ETF. Again, I think this stuff is really, really positive. This is signs that, the SEC are taking it seriously. They have to, with the likes of BlackRock, JP Morgan, ARK Invest, and all these other big players involved in trying to get these over the line. I think this is a good sign for, some positive news in January. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And again, lines up with this U-turn that I expect to see in the US. Spot Bitcoin ETF listings might witness a gap after approval, says Bloomberg ETF analyst. So Bitcoin ETF applications have been meeting with the SEC over the past week. BlackRock, the latest addition. According to James, while the approval might be coming by the 10th of January, listing could take some time. And I agree with this. This is something that aligns to my analysis and stuff that I've been saying on these spot Bitcoin ETFs. Expect a lag before the money starts to come in, is what I have been saying. And again, I think that this is going to line up with what we see. I expect to sell the news event. It gets approved. The price drops. There's a bit of a lag before things start to roll in, and then the money will start to come in. This is why I don't believe that this is a bull run that we're in right now. I do think that this is a bear market rally. I think that we need to see the Fed pivot. We need to see a crash, and then we're off to the races. That's my thoughts. That's my opinions. And, sometimes Nick, myself, our team, we talk about things just a little bit too early. Maybe the timing's been off, but, we do expect some lower prices. We got BlackRock Bitcoin ETF shifts risk to crypto market makers, not banks. The SEC memo shares new details of late November meeting the commission held with BlackRock to discuss the asset manager's pending Bitcoin ETF application. So look, I'm going to drop this in our Discord for members to read through at their leisure. But again, market makers are a big thing in this space. They are the ones that are behind a lot of the stuff that's happening in the space. So look, I think it would be good for Nick, myself, and our team to get some market makers on the channel at some point to talk through what it is that they do and why it's so important to give people that are investing in crypto more understanding. Tell me in the comments if that's something that you would like to see. We've got Bitcoin soldiers dump $4 billion in 2 days as Bitcoin sales hit an 18-month high. So look, this is what I'm talking about, right? This market can't just continue to go up in straight lines. We expect pullbacks. We expect lower prices. We've been saying it for some time. It's going to happen. The bulls go silent. We got the IRS lists 4 crypto crimes among the top cases in 2023. And again, just really interesting reading. I'm not going to cover it in this video, but I will share it in our Discord for you to read through at your leisure. And I wanted to cover something that was a bit more fun and a little bit more interesting. Everybody's heard about the guy that bought bought pizza with like 10,000 Bitcoin. Well, this is the guy here who made that deal with that pizza guy, and it turns out he didn't keep the Bitcoin either. So look, I thought that was an interesting thing to highlight, something interesting to cover off. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on everything that's happening in the crypto space and what I've covered in today's video. Do you expect a US U-turn on the crypto and blockchain technology market or sector, whatever terminology we wish to use? Or do you think I'm talking nonsense and I'm completely wrong? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.